Namaste. Myself Anu Chabra. We are starting a series of terrace gardening. So it will be a very helpful series for all the beginners. So today we'll start with composting. Most of you, I assume you know about composting. Basically, it's converting our kitchen waste. This is the peels of all your vegetables, fruits, your eggshells, everything, and converting it to black gold, which is a very rich source of NPK. That is, you can say it's a nutrition for the growth of all the plants. Okay, so many people, they have a fear in mind then how to do this. It might be very smelly, or insects will be there, so many worms will come. So in an apartment they stay, so it will be really difficult for them to do composting. But honestly telling, it's a very simple process, and morally I feel everyone should do composting, because whatever we eat and we generate these peels, so if it is processed properly, it is converting into compost, which can be used in either of your gardens or any of the parks nearby. You can throw it. But if you are dumping this in any of the grounds, so there are so many health hazards to the people staying next to the place where the dumping grounds are there. So I feel personally that it should be a moral responsibility of everyone to do composting. Okay, so there are many ways of doing the composting. Today we'll be learning the aerobic method, a method of composting, which means the composting process in the presence of oxygen. So first we'll talk about the container which we have to select for composting. So if you have these kind of a grow bags, that is also fine. It should have holes at the side and at the base. This is also fine. Or you can have any plastic bucket, or these kind of a paint buckets. In this also the hole should be there at the base and at the side. Or what I personally prefer is the earthen pots. So these pots are porous, and at the base also we have a hole. As you all can see, hole is there. So this I feel better because it is porous, and it takes care of all your peels and all the composting process. I feel it is much easier for a beginner to start in an earthen pot. Still, it's different for everyone. So you try with whatever ways it suits you. All works really good. So the first, or you can take an earthen pot which you have to make a small hole at the base. So that can also be used because it is porous. So the composting process is comparatively easier for the beginners. So just take a shallow plate like this and place your earthen pot over this. Okay, so that is a set. You have made it ready for composting. Now how to do the composting? So all these peels, whatever we have collected, let it be the fruits, your peels, your eggshells, your vegetables, onion peels, anything, everything you collect it in one tray. This is called the greens, the nitrogen part of the composting. So we have to have 1 part nitrogen and 1 part carbon also. Why carbon? Because the nitrogen content of this kitchen waste, it releases too much of moisture. To absorb that moisture, we have to have some carbon content in it. So that carbon we get from, either you can have your dry leaves, your hay, your cardboard pieces, or your cocoa peat. Okay, so these cocoa peat is your coconut coir, powdered coconut coir. Okay, so now suppose you have taken your kitchen waste in one tray. Now whichever medium you have, either the dry, these I have told you, whichever you want to use it, you can take that. Else the easiest one for the beginners are the cocoa peat. You take cocoa peat and your kitchen waste and mix it well. Okay, why this mixing is done? So while the process of composting is happening, so in case somewhere, some stage of composting, more liquid is coming out, so these cocoa peat will absorb that moisture, so there won't be any worms or insects in your composting pit. Okay, so the starting thing is, once you start your composting, at the base you place 1 or 2 cardboard pieces. Okay. This is also placed, why? Because in case excess liquid leaches out from your bin, can be taken control by your cardboard pieces. Okay. Now these things we'll place it nicely in your bin. So just put everything. Now few things are there in the kitchen peels and all, you can say, like your eggshells and all. You can break it into pieces and then you can put, make sure all these peels you cut it into smaller pieces so that the composting process is little faster. Now once you have put all your peels and your browns, make sure that the lid is must, because many people they forget to put that and it becomes a breeding ground for all the mosquitoes and insects. So make sure it is covered properly and it is kept in a place where it is indirect sunlight falls and there should not be any rain falling on this spot. Okay, that is one thing which you have to take care. Apart from this, when this process starts, we need to add some kind of a culture so that the beginning of the process is done properly, or it has to be accelerate the process of composting. So that can be done by two things. Either you just take a diluted sour curd, you just sprinkle over your kitchen waste and then just cover it. This you have to do just once initially when you do your setup of your bin. Okay. Either if you don't have that, you can put dry cow dung also. Okay. So if dry cow dung is there or little wet also is there, you can take little and you can sprinkle on your waste. This just accelerate the process of composting. Now your bin is getting ready. Every day whenever you get your kitchen paste, same way you mix it with the dry ones and put it in your bin and cover it and keep it aside. So if you have 2-3 bins like that, then it will be easier for you. Suppose one gets filled, you keep it aside, then start filling the other one, again start filling the third one. As the process of composting starts, gradually this reduces in amount. So you will see after 15 to 20 days might be little more space has come up, so you can start filling in this. But one more thing, you have to be very particular that once you put your kitchen peels in the pot, every time you have to mix it. If daily you don't have time to mix it, so make it a habit of mixing it twice a week. So the you can say the aeration will be proper in your pot, so the composting process will be really fast. You have to regularly monitor your composting pit. Okay, so you have to see this. This is the stage when it is almost 50% done. This compost is almost 50% done. But in this you can see the eggshells which I did not break. So again it is in the same size only. These mango seeds. So this what happens when you see that all the compost is ready, but still few things are there which are not still being composted, that you can keep them aside and it can go again in the batch. So next batch when you start your composting, these eggshells and seeds you can put back again in your composting bin. That is one thing. Now once you see, some people ask how do you come to know that the compost is ready. So if you keep checking your compost, one stage you will see that everything is become dark black and no more these kind of peels or anything you can see. It will be a powdery form and the smell will be like a petrichor smell. Like after the rain how the earth smell, it will be same like that smell, and it will be really powdery and it will be really nice smell, fresh smell, like an earth smell. So that is the stage when you feel the compost is ready, and this stage you can give it to your plants. It's a very rich source of NPK, that's nitrogen, phosphorus and potash. So this if you give weekly once to your plants, any smaller plants, bigger plants, and then just take it one handful and give it to your plants. So they'll be really healthy and lush green. So any doubts regarding this, you people can message me. So every day, or we'll try to cover each and every topic about gardening, about the plants, the vegetable growing, the fruits, the flowers. So we want to make it as simple as everyone can have the feeling of starting gardening at the easiest way. So I think I have done my effort, or this whatever process I have told you, so it will be easier for you to learn. So thank you very much for joining me. So we'll keep sharing other experiences also with you. Thank you very much.